Part 1. What if everything I've done so far was to finally collapse the defense chasm? The one between who I am and the one who the world lets me be. Not to mention the one I put in front of other people by entering such an egotistical field. Once upon a time I wore my raw body. I have used all the technology, and I've made the jokes that come with it. I have smoked the insight and have paid for it in endless radio silence. So it is no surprise that the next thing to do... Shit, I've tried to turn trauma into a typography, and now I'm trying to turn God into a goddamn hashtag. I suppose who wouldn't want to be heard without having to translate anything? I suppose you could say that the modern artist is here to smuggle resonance to perfect strangers who forgot that they needed to remember something that they didn't, really. It appears the instruction manual to smuggle resonance is available and out there, so I can only hope that the aesthetic I'm trying to establish works in its favor. Fundamentally, your goal is to put in some electronic value somewhere for fun, and keeping at bay the existential truth of capitalizing on dopamine addicts like yourself. Interestingly enough, though, every single god can survive a swipe, meaning it can sneak its way through autoplay, and silly sacredness can wear eyeliner and look confusing. The hubris of turning God into a hashtag, only to watch what happens. So what about part 2? Let's bring in a little bit of the esoteric. Somewhere between the breath and the beat, there's a place where artists go, not to create, but to listen. It's not at all glamorous, it's not shareable, it's a moment where the ego has nothing clever to say. And frankly, I'm getting there. And in that silence, something flickers. Call it intuition, call it the unconscious, call it divine interference. What seems to matter is this. The artist reaches for something older than themselves, in the future, then create a ancient hum beneath a algorithm, a pulse that says even though you're very small, you are most certainly not meaningless. And that's how we tap in, through a little scent, through a late night pacing, through the pixel proxy of noise and grainy footage. Sometimes even that little melody we loop because it makes the veil a little bit thinner. Why do we like such things? It makes no sense. We craft not to be seen, but to witness something strange, you would say. Then capture an outline of the invisible. Try to make it legible. And from there, you end up sitting with the chaos, the contradictions, and the humility. From knowing that none of us are gods. But we carry a fragment of something sacred when we bother to feel deeply. For example, someone could bother enough about a shitty full-bar loop that can shake the world, as it's been done so many times before. I believe art isn't just an output, it is a permission slip from the cosmos. A moment where the artist can say, yes, I saw it, I felt it, I touched it. It appears to be true. And then with sticky, salty hands, we hit upload and immediately move on. The conveyor belt of creativity the internet demands of you doesn't give a shit about your feelings. For now.